I was making the choice, the decision to follow them, to go down that road and go down that avenue. I got stuck in my cage. It was my cage. I had a whole lot of people in there, but it was still my cage. And my cage was full of drugs, alcohol. We had prostitution going on in there. We had this and that going. I seen murders in there. I seen all type of drugs. What you name it, it was in my cage, but I was in that cage with it. And the only way I was going to get out of that cage was to change my mind. And I happened to be one that had a mother that took me to church when I was a little girl. Now, I didn't hear it, but she did take me. You know, but then I found out all you have to do is take them, and all you have to do is wait. The Spirit of God eventually will speak to him. And that thing came and spoke to me one day. Oh yeah, it's having a form of godliness, but you denying the power thereof. Too many of us switching our little butts in churches, ain't got no power and stuff, just having a form of godliness. In other words, we're in there passively listening and not hearing nothing, but we're able to really go and help somebody that's in this world today. Now I want to encourage y'all to tell you this here. In that homeless situation that I live, in me being that dope fiend that I was, in me being that alcoholic that I was, always was one that was able to speak. Before I became that person, I was one that loved books and loved to teach. Well, that person got buried because alcohol and the lifestyle that I chose to live took over that, and I got out of my books. I can ask how many of you in here right now can at least read, how many books you read in a year? How many books you read in a year? I'm talking to my young people right now. There's might be daddy, mom, and uncle. Y'all can sit down and read with them. You got to know how important reading is. If in slavery, I know a lot of you don't even know your history. I hear some of them say, I don't want to hear about that time. You need to. Because in slavery, guess what they didn't want black people to learn how to do? Huh? Can I hear you? Why? Because of the power that they know your man got. See, they know you are powerful all by yourself. But when I can distract you, get you caught up in some of this music that ain't music, instead of getting you to sit down and read a book, let me find out about Frederick Douglass, and let me find out about, they started as slaves. No, we really started as kings and queens. And then they became the slaves. Yeah. But they're not there now. Now slavery is different. And they got all of us caught up in it, our young people in the street, because they got a bigger cage than the cage that you playing in. And that's that cage that's called a penitentiary. I was telling the judge, I said, Lord, you one of them good judges. Because I've been before many of them, right? And then I had a good judge that talked to me and told me, he said, you know, it look like you're working on something. And I said, yes, sir. I said, I'm tired of being a liability, and I want to be an asset. Wow. And the man said, I'm going to send you home. I couldn't go home because I was on escape from the law for 4 years, 9 months, and 6 days. Oh, yeah, I got a little story. So I knew I wasn't going home. I knew I was going to penitentiary, but that was God's light telling me I got